Hi, and welcome to Get Curious with Kirsten, where we explore the intersection of curiosity and leadership. Last week, we talked about the value of turning curiosity inward through self-reflection. Today, we're going to talk about another context for curiosity, and that is seeking out new information. So be honest with me. The last time you were faced with an issue at work, did you use the same old tried and true methods to solve it? Or do you think outside the box and explore new approaches to that problem? Many of us are tempted to stick with approaches we know because it's worked for us in the past. But that also means we may not seek out new methods or ways to solve problems. I see successful leaders seek out information in three ways. First, they seek information to uncover new possibilities. So they ask, what if? They explore new sources of data, industry trends and methods, and they ask good questions of other people on their team. They'll push the boundaries and thinking of those around them and encourage others to get curious and explore new possibilities too. Second, they're curious about other functions of the business. It's tempting for us at times to look up the ladder, up the chain of command and go, how can I be promoted to that next level? But good leaders know they have to understand cross-functional roles. They have to look across the business and understand how those functions work in order to be a better senior leader. I recently had the privilege of hearing a senior mechanical engineer at an organization talk about his leadership journey at that company over the course of 15 years. And he talked about how he was curious and he sought out information in supply chain. He learned how to read a P&L statement. He even learned all aspects of marketing, because this rounded him out and made him a better leader. And he did that by taking advantage of stretch assignments when they were given to him. He had the opportunity to shadow people in their roles. And he also had informal conversations over coffee or lunch with people that worked in different parts of the business. So he could get in touch with them and just understand how that worked. And the third way that leaders gather more information is to request feedback about their own leadership. And that involves asking for feedback about how you show up as a leader. There's a very strong correlation between a leader's ability and their willingness to ask for feedback. And in fact, the more that you ask for feedback, the more highly that you'll be regarded as a leader. But in order to be successful in our requests for feedback, we need to keep in mind a few things. We need to be genuine about a request and explain why we're asking for feedback. If somebody thinks your coach asked you to do this or you attended a leadership seminar, they're not going to give you feedback. Be specific about the skill you want feedback on. So an example question might be, how can I do a better job of running our weekly team meetings in the future? Or how can I support you more effectively going forward? You'll notice that my questions were future oriented there. And that's because what we're seeking is feed forward rather than feedback. We want to know how we can improve in future situations. Hearing what we did wrong doesn't necessarily help us as much, right? We also want to give that person time to respond to our request. So to put people on the spot and say, tell me right now, may not work. Instead, give them some time and say, you take some time to think about it and maybe share the next time we meet or stop by my office sometime or give me a call. And also understand that people want to give feedback in different ways. So give people opportunities to share them in different contexts, whether it's email, in person, carrier pigeon, whatever their option is. There's more likelihood that you're going to receive the feedback you're wanting. So in summary, getting curious about information can help leaders in three ways. It helps us to be open to new possibilities and ways of solving problems. It helps us to learn other parts of the business or industry we're in. And it helps us to be better leaders because we get firsthand feed forward from our team members to help us improve our leadership skills. So I challenge you in this next week to get curious about one of these things and let me know how it goes. Drop me an email, text me, put some comments below. And next week, we're going to talk about the importance of getting curious in our relationships with others. Until then, stay curious.